Welcome back to Stovepipe TV. I'm Adam.
And I'm Luke.
What are we doing today?
Well, we're going to do another build breakdown, this time on my T91-ish phone. I mean, it's a Wolf A1 upper. So, everyone clowned me for a long time for not having an AR of any kind.
And then you
anything
build
in 5.56.
no, an AR, and then you build.
Yeah, I built this. I like being a little bit different.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Well, so the impetus behind this was I just kind of like piston operating systems.
So let me ask you a question, which you're probably about to get into it, but where did you find this? Like, where did you find this upper in particular? Not like the website, but like, how did you come across it?
So I was researching different like piston operated uppers. Like, obviously you have the PWS long stroke system. I was looking at maybe doing a Jackal, and then I stumbled across someone just randomly bringing up the Wolf A1 uppers, and I was like, well, I have no idea what that is. And then I go looking at it, and everything that I found and read about it was they had really good reviews. They were stupid reliable. So I just kind of on a whim bought one. So I was originally looking on Atlantic Firearms because I know that's a reputable site, and I know that you'll get what you order. But they didn't have the 12.5-inch version. They only had the 16-inch and the 14.5-inch. But I wanted it to be similar to your Mark 18 build.
You wanted a short barreled 5.56.
Yeah, I wanted a short barreled 5.56, something similar to your Mark 18 build, but just different enough.
Just to be unique.
To tickle my fancy, because I'm a bit weird when it comes to choices.
It's tickling tanks. Okay, so this is a short stroke piston.
Yep, it's a short stroke gas piston.
So what is the difference between this and, let's say, a direct impingement 5.56?
So direct impingement, I mean, we could grab an example, but really all it does is there's a gas block up here, and it siphons off some of that gas, and it literally pushes it down a tube into a gas key, and there's an internal piston in your bolt carrier that expands, which unlocks your bolt and allows it to travel backwards. With a short stroke piston, or any piston operating system in general, the gas is tapped off and hits a piston right here, which travels less than half an inch back and taps where your gas key normally is. There's a thing called a tappet, which it strikes that and then pushes it back.
So, and then the difference between, because now we're getting into detail, but the difference between a short stroke and a long stroke, the gas piston is
attached to your bolt carrier,
but it runs all the way to the gas block.
Well, not always. Like, some of them, they're shorter, but it's the piston is attached to your bolt carrier system, and it travels with it, so it gives you more reciprocating mass. With a short stroke piston, you're usually looking at a more like abrupt recoil as compared to a DI, which is a lot smoother, but it's less felt recoil than if it's a long stroke piston, because you have that extra weight.
Okay. So let's give them a breakdown here. Let's go tank to tip.
Tank to tip. Is that our thing now?
Yeah, tank to tip. I like tank to tip.
Fair enough.
So what do you got?
This is a PSA lower, pistol lower with an SBA 4 brace, which I like the SBA 4 a lot better than the A3.
I don't know how they classified that as a brace.
It's crazy.
We're just going to leave it at that, but I don't know how they classified that as a brace.
It's sturdy. Like, everything about it. Like, the SBA 3 is a little bit more flimsy feeling.
But it gives the not the only the appearance, but kind of the effect of a brace. Like
Yeah.
you look at that and you know it's a brace. But that
This is it's really teetering that line, but it's pistol lower, pistol grip. It's the Reptilia CQC.
the baby
CQR.
one.
Yeah, it's the short stubby one because my hands aren't really like long, but it fits my hand really well. Everyone else says it needs to be a little longer, but my gun, my rules.
Fair enough.
It was just a standard run of the mill like mil spec lower. Had an A2 grip on it, took it off, put this on. Trigger is the Saber Claw 2-stage trigger from PSA, which
Comes in a tobacco can.
yeah, it comes in a dip can, which is hilarious, mind you. But all it is, it's a Schmidt and Tool design trigger that has a black DLC coating. It's a little smoother. I like it a lot. I like 2-stage triggers just because I just like how they feel a little bit more. I like having that wall that I can physically feel before it breaks.
Curved or flat faced? I mean, it's a curved trigger, obviously, but do you prefer curved or flat faced?
Typically, I prefer a curved trigger, which is strange to y'all because
Yeah,
a lot of y'all,
a flat faced trigger only kind of guy.
which is fair. I mean,
But anyway,
I didn't change out the selector because I am right-handed, not wrong-handed. And then you get to the upper itself, which when you order a Wolf A1 upper, you do not have this handguard. It's the upper with the actual Taiwanese military handguard, which it's pretty comfortable. It was just kind of ugly, and I wanted to have a little bit more room for accessories without having to Dremel into it and make some fake M-lock, which is possible. Actually, when I was doing research about it, there's another YouTube channel, Condivore Hawks Guns or something like that. Super cool guy. He went over all the
the guy was like reviewing the airsoft handguards.
yeah. So the thing about the Wolf A1 and the T91 as a whole, there's not a lot of handguard options for you. You have the like mil spec handguard that it comes with, and then most of the accessories are actually airsoft accessories because airsoft is huge in Taiwan. So a lot of them are airsoft accessories. This one I'm really not sure on. This is the Bialtech enhanced M-lock handguard.
What a name.
Bialtech goes hard, as you can see right there. But so the way that the handguards mount on the T91 is really interesting because it's literally just a cross pin through your gas block that holds it on there, and then it's friction fit into this cup. This one, that's how like the standard handguard is. This one, it has a piece in here that locks it up tight against the barrel whenever you clamp it down on there. So it's extremely rigid. Like you cannot torque that thing at all. I think it gives it a nice, more modern look as opposed to the standard handguard because that thing's kind of ugly. But going to
Optic.
This is the Vortex UH1 Gen 2. Again, I got this because we used to play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, and everyone there knows that Hollow B is the way to go.
We used to
If you
name
know,
it the Russian Hollow.
No, this isn't the Russian Hollow.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
This is the Rooney Hollow because it used to be only on her gun.
True.
Anyway, I like the reticle on this a lot more than the EOTech reticle, just because you have a triangle at the bottom of it that lets you range your close range engagements a lot easier. You can just put that on where you want to hit, and you're going to hit there within that 10 to 25 yard range. And with the circle, the donut of death being broken up a little bit, it gives you a lot more clear picture of your target.
I mean, like it.
It comes down to preference.
So what hand stop is that?
This is the BCM. I think it's the KAG is what they call it. I think it's like kinesthetic angled grip or something crazy like that. It's pretty comfy. I like it. I think it fits the aesthetic of the gun.
Yeah.
Better than like the Magpul AFG or anything like that would. Originally I was going to SBR this. I don't think I am at this point just because of how, I mean, this thing is, the brace is really comfy, and I don't like vertical grip, so I don't really have a reason to SBR it.
I'm a vertical grip gamer.
You really like hold
yeah, I like to
hold on to a shaft real tight.
Yeah.
It happens. the light I have on here is a Monstrum Arc Saver, which
That's their new light, right?
it's relatively new. I went with it because I really wanted to test it. As you know, we have a lot of Monstrum products around here. I really wish they would send us some, but
They don't care about us, bro.
yeah,
Eventually.
we're too small. But anyway, I really like their products. This light is actually really nice for
Yeah,
how
I-
much it is. It's
I-
about, I think it was $75 when I ordered it, and it comes with a Scout mount, comes with everything you need.
Yeah,
It,
it
like,
shares the same as a Surefire
yeah,
Scout.
I mean it's literally
footprint.
a Scout footprint. Comes with a tape switch. With the
Did it come with that?
that
Oh,
came
that's
it
pretty
came
cool.
with the Picatinny mount for the tape switch and the cable management
Hmm.
thing. So I like it a lot. I don't know how it'll last as compared to like a Cloud Defensive, a Mod Light, or a Surefire, but
I mean, it's got to be better than a no-name Amazon
yeah, I mean
light.
it's got to be better than like a UUQ. I'm a UUQ hater because that prism made me angry.
And I think the only other thing you've done to this was you removed the front sight, right?
Yeah. So all that holds your front sight in, because it doesn't come with a rear sight, and the front sight's kind of ugly, to be honest. So it's literally just a roll pin that you punch out and then it dovetails in.
What are you gonna do when you lose your battery dies? You don't have any backups, right? The YouTube comments are gonna hate you.
Sharpie.
Sure,
Dot in the
sure.
middle of it.
Are you gonna etch a?
Yeah, I'm gonna etch in the reticle on the front.
All right,
That's how
cool,
we'll do
cool.
it.
Yeah.
But I want to break down the system, the gas system, just to show
Okay.
what it looks
We can
like
do that.
as compared to like a
Um,
DI system.
I will say before we do that though, some things I don't like about it because I am the certified hater.
He hates everything though.
No brass deflector. That kind of irritates me.
sick.
No, that kind of irritates me because normally I'm standing on the side that the brass comes out, and I never can predict where it's gonna hit, and usually bonks me in the chest.
Mhm.
But really, and then your stubby little grip, but that's nothing to do with the upper. That's just you being different and
Yeah.
pissing me off.
The one thing that is kind of frustrating about it is how front heavy it is, being a piston system.
But
But
that's
it's not
Recoil,
that bad.
baby.
It is not that
no,
bad.
you considering now that we've got cans and the Mark 18's got all that junk on the front of
Mhm.
it. It's just not bad at all.
No, I mean it's
The handguard is very slim. Considering
Yeah.
there's a piston system in there. Because I mean the Jackal is girthy.
yeah, she's a chunky girl.
Um,
But yeah, I mean, I really love this thing. Like,
Yeah.
I built it really to be a little different, just because everyone was pissing me off, calling me, just clowning me that I didn't have an AR. So I did something different just to kind of tilt people.
What's wrong with the norm, bro? What's wrong with the norm?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Well, let's break this.
Yeah,
thing
I'm gonna
down.
break it down and show you the gas system, because that's really the most unique thing about it. So let's go ahead and get that. All right, so here is
Well, as of YouTube policy, we're
Yeah.
not even gonna risk showing you putting guns
the
together or
actual
taking them
breakdown,
down.
even though that's part of general maintenance that you need to know.
No,
but
well.
YouTube doesn't care about that, and we want our channel to last. So this is the guts and what makes the T91 so special. So looking at your bolt carrier group here, it looks very similar to like a standard AR bolt carrier, but there are some key differences. That's pun intended, because obviously it doesn't have a gas key, which is what this part right here is. I hope I'm in frame. Cool. This is where your gas comes in from your DI gas tube and goes in here. There's an internal piston here that expands. This is the tappet that I was talking about, which it's literally milled into the BCG itself a lot. I know, like, I think the 416 BCG, it's screwed and staked in like a gas key is. This is unique, so this is obviously a proprietary bolt or carrier group. The bolt itself, literally just a standard
The bolt
AR
fate
bolt.
is the same. Could you
the
use an
actual
AR?
bolt. Yeah, like I could take your bolt out and put in here.
Okay.
The carrier group is the only thing that's different. And then you have your piston system. So essentially, you have this tiny little,
I got scared.
yeah, please don't let it fall in the hole. That'd be not fun. this is your actual piston itself. You see your piston cup. So gas comes through the gas block, goes through this tiny little hole right there, and pushes on this piston, which springs back and pushes this rod against the tappet, which causes your bolt to unlock and everything to be all hunky-dory. The interesting thing about the T91 is it's claimed to be a self-cleaning and self-regulating
Well, it's
gas system.
I mean, all of your gases stop right here.
Yeah, so if you, hopefully I can get this in there, in the shot, these little ports right here, as your gas comes in and your piston is hit, all the excess gas that isn't required to operate it, so if this thing was running suppressed, all of the excess gas is venting right there. So you don't get any...
So you don't need a $100 adjustable gas block.
Exactly. To make it bearable.
Run. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what makes the T91 unique. I haven't cleaned this thing once, other than just like throwing some lube on it whenever I first got it, because it was kind of gross and dry and had a bunch of like
I mean,
heavy
relatively,
machine grease.
we've shot a lot of almost the same amount of rounds.
Yeah, I think this thing has close to 700 or 800 rounds through it. At this point, hasn't been cleaned once. And to be self-cleaning, I'll give it to the Taiwanese. This thing it's not dirty hardly at all. Like, which is impressive considering I can put like 100 rounds through my AK, which...
Yeah, I was about to compare that to an AK. The piston and that, or the whole piston assembly in a Jackal or an AK is filthy.
Yeah, but they still run. I'll give them that.
Oh yeah.
But this thing, I have not had any issues out of it reliability wise. It just eats.
Yeah.
So
well,
let's get this thrown back together and do some shooting, maybe.
I like that. Let's do it.
Cool. All right. We're real professional around here. I'm just gonna shoot around at some of the targets around here.
I'm sorry. You might want to say that again. I was digging in the ammo can.
How many rounds you put in here?
I don't know. They a few.
All right.
Yeah, cameraman. I thought you liked it not having a brass deflector.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
sometimes things change.
So I don't know if it's me installing the trigger correctly or not, or it just needs to be broken in some. The trigger is sticking back, and you have to push it forward to reset. So I might just go spray.
Did you put the trigger spring in it right?
Yeah, I know I did. Like, watch. It resets whenever you shoot. No problem there. It's just when it's firing.
Maybe it's you. Let me try it.
Possibly.
I'm standing behind you, Russ.
Good Lord, that thing is bright. Oh, that target. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's scary. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. Handguard gets spicy.
Mm-hmm. Also, don't touch this. That will get hot.
Don't touch this. Both of you fucking touch it.
Language. We're trying to be more family friendly.
We're trying. We are. Yeah. Other than the trigger,
Which it probably just needs to be broken in because I think I've shot maybe 15 rounds with this trigger in. So
my sunglasses fell off,
including what we just did. So
well, you know, if you build it and it doesn't have a problem, did you really build it?
exactly.
You
want to run some drills?
Yeah, we can. We done.
Shaking one out.
Hey, bro, you hungry? Jack did that. Damn, I cussed it.
Damn. Ah, damn. Ah, damn.
All right.
What drill?
Doing bill drill?
Yeah, I figured you were gonna talk. That's why I shut it in my mouth.
Explain what a bill drill is.
So a bill drill is about 6 of them in that little center square over there.
Fast as possible.
Fast as possible.
I only got 3 speeds.
here, there, and gone.
That's facts.
All right, let's do it. Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Oh yeah, no brass deflector, huh? No brass deflector. It's a 2 or 3.
They there.
You got 6 more in there.
I think I'm 20 in the
Language.
editor will get that.
Yeah, me.
Shooter ready?
Yeah.
Stand by. Well, that was 7.
Bro, I can't count.
216 on a 7.
Smacked in the face with brass.
Yeah, no brass deflector. It's so cool. Yeah, they bought all there.
Mozambique
Yeah. There's should be enough, right?
should be.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
We're keeping it rolling.
That's fine.
All right. I'm not
Mozambique,
standing there
2
because
chests,
I'm
1 to
not.
the head.
Yeah, Mozambique is 2 in the center A, one in the top A box, and which can they see the reticle on that?
Yeah, we'll try to get some like.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So you see the bottom triangle in the bottom of the donut?
It makes it stupid easy.
That's what is that? If you're zeroed, for example, at 25, what is the triangle?
It's good for like 8 to 10 yards.
Okay.
Like, and you will be. That's your point of impact.
All right. So Mozambique, shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. That is a 158, and he is right in between the eyes.
That
I can count for these. Oh yeah, handguard update.
it's getting warm.
She's a little hot. All right.
Shooter ready?
Yes.
Stand by. Did we miscount?
We miscounted and
That's fine. Called it on camera.
oh, it's a. Well, no, it ejected. Yeah, no, it would ejected. But it was empty. Mag was empty. I don't know.
Whatever.
What was my one shot?
102. Here, I
I'm
got 3
faster
for
with
you.
my gun. Huh? You know, we'll just take 2 this yam.
Brooke got some squeaky ass shoes. Brooke, I'm ready.
What?
Cameraman, why did you wear those out here? You know it's too hot for leather pants.
No, these are my assless chaps.
Aren't all chaps assless?
Are they?
Aren't
You would know.
aren't all chaps assless?
Yes, brother.
Stop.
You know, you may not have cleaned her, but she do need a little lubricant.
Probably.
All right, Mozambique. Definitely the first take, because we definitely have 3 rounds in here.
Shooter ready?
Yes.
Stand by.
The reticle fucked me up. I'm used to a donut.
Now you get a donut with some bites taken out of it.
And a little bright for me too. That's my excuse. Yeah, handguard, the longer it sits, the more heat is like heat
Yeah.
soaking into it. He's getting a little warm. Now,
Yeah, so let's show this.
don't touch that.
So also, right here is cut out for the military gas block, which has a Picatinny rail here, which is how they mount their bayonets, I think. I don't know. Taiwanese is pretty cool. Okay.
All right, so, as I've been complaining about, we just got some footage shooting this thing. Handguard is hot.
Toasty.
But that's to be expected. That could be considered a flaw, you may say, of
Of a piston operating system
Yeah.
in general.
yeah.
But yeah, it gets toasty. You definitely need gloves if you're going to shoot for an extended period of time, which I have some. I just didn't bring them today. Yeah. What are your thoughts on my build? honest thoughts,
I
not
like
just
it.
clowning.
I like it. I don't like the trigger. I'm not a two-stage fan or curved trigger
Fair.
fan, but that's beside the point. Other
Yeah.
than that, I like it. I like a short-barreled 5.56.
It's a really nice weight.
yeah, yeah. It is.
distribution.
It is
Mhm.
actually very. He says it's a little front heavy,
I
but
think it's balanced.
with a lot of the crap that I own that's very front heavy,
Yeah.
that's very balanced. I mean there's no different in that and then using like a quad rail on a standard AR.
Mhm.
I mean, so it's I like it. I think you as much as goofy as it may be, I think it's pretty good.
What you think about the $80 light as compared to
I mean,
that's a
that's a X300.
this is a Monstrum Arc Saber
This is controlled.
That was $80. This was
300.
$300.
So I don't know. It might not last so long, but I'm gonna definitely try to beat it up as much as I can just to test it.
That was probably not a very good test for YouTube for them to see, but
It's whatever.
maybe we'll get some short footage tonight. Maybe if we sat here long enough, we can get some of the throw.
Yeah,
maybe.
and maybe the compare EOTech
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm extremely happy with this, how it turned out. There's still a couple things that I want to do. Like I want to replace the mil-spec charging handle. It doesn't bother me. Just I want to modernize it and make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, and change the muzzle device once I decide what mounting system I want to go with for suppressors. I haven't come to that conclusion yet. He's a rugged man. I don't know, but yeah, I love this thing. It's
Very nice build. It's you say you need to do a few odds and ends to it, but that's pretty much done. It's complete.
yeah. I mean, it's as done
and
as
he's not known for completing builds. We'll just leave it at that.
that's true. I do always have some project that I want.
And
to
it's not
finish.
even like minor parts. It's like you need major parts, like a
Yeah.
handguard or an optic or
yeah,
something. But
like
anyway,
the AK that you haven't seen in a while.
actually, I haven't seen it in a while either.
It's coming along.
But let's wrap this thing up. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. I would own one.
Yeah.
If I didn't already own a couple of short barreled 5.56s, but not
Put
bad.
that down because that handguard is. Spicy.
Yeah, I told you.
She's
I
got to
told you.
cool off. Like, it's about as bad as your suppressors get after 3 shots.
Yeah, it's actually very like comparative.
It's hot. But yeah, I mean, I'm more than pleased with it. Honestly, I would probably buy like the 14.5-inch version too, just because I like it. I like how it operates so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't really have much else to say.
All right, guys.
Let me know what y'all rate it.
I don't know if you want the YouTube comments.
Yeah,
to
probably
rate
not.
anything. That's it.
I'll
for
get
this
clowned
video.
for owning Monstrum stuff. So, but I mean, I'll offset it with the $550 optic. So
Well, our camera's about to die.
yeah, we
We're
gotta.
done yapped. Hold up.
Oh God, please get.
Bro,
Please.
why'd you crop dust me?
That's crazy.